What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. We are living in a new digital age where the only people that carry around cash are dinosaurs and drug dealers. And I guess the people that buy the drugs too. But for most of us, a credit card or a debit card is the easiest way to buy things because now you don't gotta carry around a bunch of cash in a wallet that's gonna make your pants sag. You can just carry around a piece of plastic. Although I do still use one of those fat wallets. I don't know, I guess I just like the old school look. For a big portion of my life, I only used a debit card or cash to buy things because I thought that was the financially smart thing for me to do. And now I never use a debit card to buy things ever, and I try to avoid using cash at all costs. See, I didn't grow up learning about money. I learned by reading books and then trying things and then making mistakes and then coming up with my own opinions on what's right. Towards the end of high school and in the beginning of college, I read a bunch of money books, and a few of these books talked about how credit cards are destroying people's lives financially. That scared me. I mean, credit card debt is expensive. Plus, I don't know about you, but I didn't want to destroy my financial life, so I never applied for a credit card. I just carried around a bunch of cash and I had a debit card just in case. And this worked great until somebody stole the cash out of my wallet from the gym locker room. Twice. I filed a police report both times, but nothing happened. I probably lost a couple $100 each time, which sucked, but at least I didn't have to worry about credit card debt because that would have sucked way more. So for most of my college career, I kept buying things with cash or my debit card until I was finally pushed over the edge. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I know the business of buying things cheap and selling them for a higher price. So at one point, I bought $3,500 worth of cell phone accessories that I was gonna flip, and I bought this through PayPal with my debit card, but I never ended up getting my products that I bought, and I couldn't get a hold of the seller. So I called up PayPal to see what they could do, and this was years ago, before they really built out their purchase protection stuff, and they were like, sorry, we don't do purchase protection for certain things, but if you call up your credit card company, they will be able to reverse the transaction, no problem. Wait, credit card company? I don't have a credit card, I used a debit card. And that's when the PayPal rep said, oh, sorry to hear that. Well, you can call up your debit card company to see if there's something they can do. So I called up my debit card company to see if there's something we could do to get my $3,500 back. And talking to them was kind of like talking to a robot before artificial intelligence was really popular. Sorry, sir. After you make a purchase with your credit card, there's nothing we can do. But wait, there's nothing? Sir, did you not hear what I just said? After you make a purchase with your debit card, the money leaves your account, and after the money leaves your account, there's nothing we can do. You can try to call an attorney or try to go after the business, but there's nothing we can do. We only offer this purchase protection with credit cards. Now I was like, wow, so I've had my cash stolen and my debit card didn't offer any protection. What do I do? I'm just trying to stay away from credit card debt. This money stuff is hard. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm cheap. I know how much money I make. And I know how much money I spend. And I know that I spend way less than what I make. And I know that I can control my spending. It might sound silly, but I actually believed that if I had a credit card in my hand, I would have no choice but to go out and overspend on my credit card, and then I would for sure end up in a huge pile of credit card debt, because if you have a credit card, then you're going to end up in credit card debt. That's just how it works. But I was really getting annoyed by the issues I was having, so I finally decided to take the leap and apply for a credit card. I started small. I went to my bank and I got a credit card with a $600 monthly limit, and I treated my credit card just like a debit card. I only made the purchases that I would normally make, and I paid off my credit card completely at the end of every month, and shockingly, I did not end up in any credit card debt. Slowly, I increased my credit card limit and I stopped buying things with cash, and then something really interesting happened. I got this letter from a credit card company, And it wasn't this surprise bill with all this credit card debt that I had. It was a letter that told me that I had rewards that I could redeem. Wait, rewards? What rewards? This isn't Chuck E. Cheese. See, I had this misconception that a credit card was going to be the reason that I had bad financial habits and that I blow all my money. Even though I knew how to be a smart spender. I mean, I knew how to be cheap. I grew up in an Indian household. I know cheap. Turns out it's not credit cards that destroy people. It's bad financial habits that destroy people, and giving somebody with bad financial habits a credit card is just fuel to fuel and fund your bad financial habits. And that's when I stopped using cash and I stopped using a debit card completely, because if I have to spend $1,000, like if I'm going to go on vacation and it's going to cost me $1,000, why would I spend this money with a debit card when I could use a credit card and get some cash back, get some perks, and get purchase protection with it? Like, okay, last month I had over $30,000 worth of expenses for my business. But because I used my credit card to pay for these expenses instead of my debit card, I also get 2% cash back for the purchases that I would have to make anyways. That's over $600 coming back into my pocket because I used a credit card instead of a debit card or checks or cash to make these transactions. Like, I wish that I could put my payroll and my rent on my credit card too. I'm simple. I look for credit cards with high cash back. I don't like looking for airline miles or trying to play the points game. I just like the cash back because it's simple, it's generally tax-free, and I can use that cash however I want. Like, you could use your cash back as an investment bonus to invest in other credit card companies if you wanted to. I know that I can control my spending, and I know that I'm not gonna spend money that I don't have. So if I can use a credit card and get some cash back for doing that, I'd be throwing away money by not using a credit card. You know yourself better than I do. If you think that you cannot control your spending, don't use a credit card. Use a debit card and use cash, because the perks are not enough to cover the amount of fees you're gonna pay in interest. Because for a lot of people, they think, ooh, I'm gonna get 2% cash back, so let me go and spend 20% more than what I would normally buy. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. And if you want some extra tips on how to spend your money smartly, I'll link a couple videos for you in the description below. But if you can control your spending and you will 100% of the time pay off your entire balance every single month without missing a month, then might as well get some perks for making the purchases you would regularly make. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when our new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.